I'm a huge boxing fan. I interviewed Roy Jones, Jake LaMotta, a few other guys. Where did your boxing roots start, man? Were you a fan pretty much your whole life, or?
Yeah, I boxed for 3 years when I was younger. I took Taekwondo. I'm a third-degree black belt in Taekwondo. I took that 8 years when I was younger. And so doing that, playing basketball, I was the free throw and a three-point champ for 2 years straight. I played baseball, football. So just then, my family members, Black Panthers, my uncles and my sisters. I got multiple family members that's in the Army, and my grandpa, he was in the Army. So, like my upbringing, I was around all these different types of people and different types of sports and different type of things. See, a lot of people, they selfish. It's either how you were raised or it's either a combination of you not playing team sports. When you play all these different sports, the footballs, the boxing, and the baseballs, and the taekwondos, and you work with different people, and some of the people, their skills might not be, up to par with your skills, but you got to find what these people are great at, and that's what being a great leader, comes with. You have to be a great follower before you become a great leader. And if you know how to play the back role when it's time to, it's a time to be a wolf and it's a time to be a sheep, and if you master that art of knowing when it's time to shut up and when it's time to talk, you'll get a lot of great situations for yourself, and you'll stay out of a lot of BS.
Right. Hell yeah. That's real shit. That's real shit, dog.
Who's your favorite boxer coming up, Flip? Who's some of the guys you followed the careers of?
Well, my favorite, my brother Floyd Mayweather. I met Floyd, man, about, I think 20 years ago, 15 to 20 years ago, man. I was in Vegas doing a show, and I was partying, and I looked across the room, and I'm like, who is this dude? I seen somebody with a big-ass horse on their neck. It was the Ferrari logo. And I'm like, who is this over there? Then I saw the bracelet. I'm like, oh, that's Floyd over there. And so he came over, man, and chopped it up. He said, what up, Flip? He was like, I can do that. He say, I used to ride around in my Bentley. You know what I was jamming? I say, what? He's like, I used to jam. I can do that. And so, just the fact that, he knew my music, my independent music at that, off the Leprechaun album, we always kept a close relationship, man. And he invited me to fights and different things like that. And, when he got artists and different things, if they in my city, I'll make sure they all right. He got a new artist named Little James. And but Floyd Mayweather, my favorite one. Roy Jones Jr., that's my homie as well. When he did MTV Cribs, we was on his session. Like if you watch MTV Cribs, you'll see my rap Suburban in the background, and he used to always pay me. He had a club in Pensacola called Star 69, and he probably paid me. I probably got a good $100,000 off of him bringing me back and forth to his club.
Right.
And then Zab Judah. Zab Judah is my other homie. Me and him did a mixtape together called Champions. We put that out years ago. And, we mess around. Winky Wright, my homie. Diego Corrales, rest in peace. That's my homie. Kasim Uma, that's my partner. I met him in Florida a couple of times. We got the Zabs. I like Canelo. I'm a fan of Oscar, Sugar. Muhammad Ali, rest in peace. Frazier. I got some Muhammad Ali gloves at my house. I got some gloves signed by Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali. So, yeah, I'm a fan of all the, and then James Toney, And then
James
right
Toney.
now,
hell yeah.
my fighter, Travell, he's actually training with Jermaine Taylor. His trainer is Ozell. And I can't forget Bernard Hopkins. That's my homie, too. The crazy thing about Bernard, I was in Austin, and I had an event, and the promoter gave me my hotel key. And so I went to the room. I walked in the room. I'm like, who? Somebody was in the room, right? So I'm like, who the hell is this? And they like, who the hell are you? I'm like, you in my room. They're like, you in my room. And I looked over there. It was Bernard Hopkins. So that's how me and Bernard, we met. And we exchanged numbers, and he invited me to some of his fights. I actually brought him out. I forgot who he fought, but I walked Bernard Hopkins out. I was performing in the middle of the ring and shit like that, man. So, yeah, I got different relationships with a lot of these boxers. Yeah, B-Hop, man, the executioner. You did.
Oh, man, that's one of my favorite fighters, man. I really hate to see what happened to him that last fight when he fell out of the ring like that, man, because I knew he could beat that guy. I knew he could beat that guy. You know, because you know what's good about Bernard, I'm sure you noticed this, Flip, he always has a game plan. He always knows how to you know what I'm saying, get in the mind of the other fighter, even if he's not favored to win, and he pulls out, you know, great victories. Like Pavlik, that was, a classic. He took that guy to school. But I hated to see him go out like that, man. I hope maybe he can do one more, you know what I'm saying, and end it with a nice victory. That would be sweet. A shout out to Bernard Hopkins.
Yeah, be happy. His new alias is the Alien now. Like, he stays in shape, bro. Like, he has the body of a 20-year-old, like, because he's always fit, man. And, you know, my thing is, like, even with music, like, a lot of times people, they try to force you out of the game when you really could leave on your own. You know, I don't believe in that whole, you need to be done fighting by a certain age. You need to be, I feel like if you lead a game when you're ready to lead a game, and different tactics to win. But, you know, like Roy Jones, he just won a belt the other day. You know, and also I like Adrian Bronner too, man. So, you know, and Miguel Cotto, you know.
Yeah,
and then, you know,
a lot of greats out there.
Charlo twins, also. The Charlo twins, they doing their thing too, man. And Andre Ward,